In the last video, I shared with you the idea of getting your life into a flow state and how that stems from having a definite major purpose and devoting your life to achieving that purpose. And it's easy to see how your work periods should be devoted to making that purpose happen. But something else that's probably not as obvious is you also want to make your rest periods contribute to your purpose as well. Because when we talk about rest and rejuvenation, it's really important to not confuse rest with idleness, because they're not the same thing. Idleness and just sitting still and doing nothing isn't necessarily rest. Henry Ford actually went so far to say that there's nothing so despicable as idleness. Instead, you really want to think about what are the things that make you feel rejuvenated? What are the things that when you do, you feel completely at peace and like you can go back to your work full force? Remember earlier we talked about asking yourself, what are the high activity things that you do for your work that move you measurably closer toward your goals? And it's equally important to ask yourself for your rest, what are the things that allow you that when you're done with them to go full force with your work? But there is one step further you can take this, and that's use your rest time to still contribute to your purpose. Doesn't mean you're working, it just means you're doing something different. For example, your rest could be reading, it could be exercise, it could be stretching, it could be meditating. Things that make you a better person and make you more likely to achieve your goals or move you closer to your goals. Now, you don't always have to do this, but I think something really important in life is living just a little bit beyond your edge. You do this with your work by going full force, getting in the zone, making measurable progress. And while it's still good to sometimes sleep and relax and rest, I think it's also helpful to remember that's what everyone does. But you can go one step further by still doing things that clear your mind and make you feel refreshed, but at the same time push you a little bit beyond your edge and move you closer toward your goals.